Christian community is formed when people are radically impacted by the grace of God and the gospel. When they begin to experience Jesus Christ in a unique way because they've repented of their sins and they've put faith in Jesus Christ, that is what creates Christian community. And the degree to which that you are radically impacted by the radical grace of the gospel, it is to that degree that you are really that your Christian community is really on fire, or really, really strong. So one of the things we want in our church family is for our community to be formed by that radical grace of the gospel. We don't want our small groups to be, to have their community surrounded on, well, we're all just old people. So we have a small group, we're old. We all talk about old people problems, and we enjoy one another's company because we like to, do what old people do. We don't want that. That doesn't mean we have adult old people small groups, but we don't want the center of that group to be old people foundation. We have the same thing with young people. We don't want just, Hispanic people in groups, or black people in groups, or white people in groups. Why do we don't want any of that, because we want what brings everyone together not to be race or prejudice or your chronology in life. We want it to be the radical grace of God in the gospel. And so in our small groups, we're hopeful that people have been radically shaped by the gospel, and they're contributing to their group in a way that is shaped and informed by that gospel transformation. That's how Christian community is formed. If you think about what some people experience, though, in small groups, they wouldn't say that. They wouldn't say that their Christian small group, or that their small group was a alternate society, changed by the truth of the gospel. They would say, if I was going to define Christian community based only on my experience, then I would say that Christian community is focusing on yourself in the presence of other people. Right? And hopefully this has never happened in our church, but in some small groups, you go to a small group, what do? You talk about yourself in the presence of other people. Well, in my life this happened, and this text means like this or that to me, and I think this, and I think that, and I've got this problem, and I've got that problem. It's never any kind of self-giving. It's never others-oriented, and there's no real sense of commitment. It's kind of this idea of talk about yourself in the presence of other people if you feel like it. And if you don't feel like it, no problem. Just kind of slip out quietly. No one's going to really care. No one's going to really know that you're gone. That's not what you see in the New Testament. What you see in the New Testament isn't take. It's give. It's not focusing on yourself only. It's focusing on other people, giving yourself to other people, helping other people through their problems, and letting the truth of the gospel not just create a supportive fellowship, but to really create an alternate society. A people who don't just take care of one another, but a people who minister to one another, a people who are on mission, helping the community, a people who are worshiping God together. They actually become little miniature churches. That's what community looks like. That's what we're after in our church family.